I am Laila Al-Yousuf. I'm an Emirati-American interior designer, and I'm the design director of Say Studio. I'm also on the board for a charity called Surge for Water, which provides access to clean water in third world countries. I've always had an incredible passion for design. So even from when I was a child, my mother used to take me to different restaurants or hotels. I used to always be very observant of the world around me and, critique the different things that I was seeing. Used to always draw, and I've had a real passion for creating the environments that people are within. And I didn't really understand what I would do with all of that until I got older, and then basically decided I wanted to go to school for interior design, and that's kind of what led me onto this path. And in 2018, we set up our own company, and we're very happy to really create environments for people to feel comfortable and that are also beautiful. So one of the reasons why I actually wanted to set up this event with Surge was actually because I've always had a passion for charitable work and for how we can help the people around us, but I wanted to bring my creative element into that and see if there was a way to bring what I love, my passion, which is design, to a charitable element and actually help people through what I love and basically donate my creativity in effect. So I'm extremely passionate about both, and I think that this is just a reminder to people that you can do what you love every day, and that's the thing that can then drive you to also help the people around you and hopefully inspire the people around you and see what impact you can have. I don't think you should ever be afraid to stop and look around, make sure that what you're doing is what you want to do for the rest of your life. If you're really passionate about what it is that you're doing, it's never going to feel like work. It's never going to feel like a job. It's an extension of who you are as an individual. So it shouldn't be something that you're afraid of. Even when we were setting up the company, a lot of people came to me originally and said, weren't you afraid? Wasn't it a risk for you to, leave like a comfortable sort of 9-to-5 job and then go out on your own and do something else? And I actually never was afraid. And I thought, should I have been afraid? Is there something wrong with me why I wasn't afraid? But that's when I realized that if I hadn't gone for it, hadn't done it, I would have spent my life regretting not having tried. So with anything in life, I think, when you realize what your passion is and what it is that you want to do, let that guide you. And then you don't need to be afraid, because you can always turn back and change again and correct the course of the path that you're on. But if you never try that path, you will spend your life regretting, always wondering what it could have been. I think it's different for every single person, and I don't know that it's necessarily like a switch on or off. I think that you can be inspired by anything and everything around you. One of the things that I think people don't realize about designers we're always looking at something. We're always looking at things. We're always assessing and evaluating. And it's quite funny because people don't really realize that you're doing that all of the time. So it's not a question of like on or off. You're kind of always in that mode, and you're always being inspired by something. And it isn't anything in particular that definitely inspires me or necessarily inspires me. I can be inspired by the people around me. I can be inspired by nature, just going out in nature. I can be inspired by being in another interior environment that, gives me like a feeling for being inside. I can be inspired by, Dubai, for example. I find Dubai extremely inspiring. Everything, music, art, fashion, like there's a million things that you can be inspired by. It isn't one particular thing, and it doesn't just happen at one particular time. It can happen in the most random times. I've woken up with having the craziest dreams and design spaces that I saw in my sleep, for example, or I saw kind of just when I was waking up from a dream and I saw something in my head, and then that became a space. So it happens all the time, and it's an amazing thing. I don't know how you can harness it. I don't know that you can necessarily do that, no on and off switch, for example, but it's maybe you're just always on, and then you just sort of strengthen it by things around you. It was hard the first time that I went, and like I said, it just fueled me more. It made me wanted to come back and to do more. And then I got engaged in 2017 and was planning my wedding in 2018, and said to my husband, I think that we should have a sustainable and charitable wedding. I don't think that we should have a day that's just about us. I think that we should have a day that, we can hopefully do something with this day that has a longer term effect and helps people even after the day is finished. So we actually ended up raising money through our wedding for the people in Uganda, and we built a bathroom block and 3 wells in Uganda in honor of our wedding. And then after that had happened and the wedding was finished, I said to my husband, well, we've done this, but now we have to go there and we have to see the people that we've helped and we have to see the wells that we've built. And we did. We went there again, and that was my second trip there. These wells are there today. So we had a wedding that was one day that was about us, but has continued now, 3 years later, is not about us. It's not just about us. It's about helping all the people that have now benefited from this one day that we had. So it was a way for us to sort of spread our love to them. My name is Laila Al-Yousuf, and you're watching Cundall Inspirations.